Hey everyone, welcome back. Sorry for the delay in videos, but we're back just in time to end the year. For our next two videos, we will be featuring one of Morphe Brushes' latest launches in collaborations with Kathleen lights. I've created this holiday look, so let's just jump right into it. For foundation, I opted for a satin matte foundation. This is one of the latest foundations I've been testing out. It's from the brand Sonia Kashuk, and it is beautiful. It has a satin finish, but the staying power of a matte foundation. I'm going to be blending it in with a flat kabuki style brush and buffing it into her skin. Combining two different concealers with two different textures, I'm going to be using them to not only conceal but brighten as well. The Maybelline Dream Lumi is a liquid highlighting stick with a pink undertone, which is used to brighten the skin. And the Revlon Photo Ready is a cream based with a color similar in tone. With its cream texture, it's going to hold its longevity on the skin. I'm going to be applying it with a brush and blending it out with a beauty blender. To set the cream concealer, I'm going to be using this highlight and contour powder from Wet n Wild, and I'm going to be using the yellow based powder with a beauty blender and applying it just to the T-zone and right below the under eye. From the same Wet n Wild palette, I'm going to be taking the dark contour shade, and I'm going to be bronzing just the perimeter of her face with a large fluffy brush. I'm going to go from her temple around her forehead, down the side of her cheekbone, from right below her ear along her jawline. To define and sculpt her face a bit more, I'm going to take a smaller brush with the same powder and go just along the hollowed areas of her face. I'm also going to sweep just along her eyelid . For blush, I wanted to keep it as simple as possible, so I'm going to be blending these two soft colors and applying them to the apples of the cheek and blending it into the bronzer. For my base, I'm going to be starting off with my transition colors, and I'm going to be mixing these three brown shades from this palette and applying them to my crease. I start in the outer corner and I sweep along the crease and make my way around the lid. I build up the color for saturation, and once there's enough color laid down, I just go back and forth blending the entire color for a seamless finish. I like to use a fluffy brush. It applies enough color, but not too much where it sets any harsh lines. I move in circular motions to not only apply but blend out the color as I sweep back and forth. I noticed these colors had a bit of fallout, so I'm going to be applying a thick layer of translucent powder right below the eye before I go in with any bold colors. For the lid, I'm going to be using this green color. I'm going to be applying it with a small tapered flat brush, and I'm just going to be applying it all over the lid up to the crease. On a clean blending brush, I'm going to sweep it back and forth along the crease to blend the green and transition colors together. On the same blending brush, I'm going to be combining these two colors to not only add warmth, but deepen in color right where the transition and green meet. I'm going to be blending this color just along that crease. Combining the two brown shades, I'm going to tight line right below the lower lash line. And once that is done, I'm going to sweep away the translucent powder. In my opinion, glitter is always necessary. So I'm going to be taking this foil pigment and applying it to the inner corner of the eye. These do work best with mixing mediums. If not, they do take a while to build up in pigmentation. Once that is done, I'm going to move on to wing liner, and I'm going to be using a black gel liner to create a small cat eye flick just along her lash line. I'm also going to take it inside the waterline. Applying a set of false eyelashes with duo lash glue. These are double stacked, so they are a little more difficult to work with. But I apply them in the middle of the eye and I tuck in the corners. And once the glue is a little more stiff, I press up at the base so they don't feel as heavy on the eyes. To highlight the skin, I'm going to be using Wet n Wild's Precious Petals highlighting powder. I'm going to apply it to all the high points of the face, and I am going very light-handed. I just wanted the skin to have a soft glow. Now this is one of the best drugstore highlighting powders I've ever come across, and I do recommend it to everybody. It is a champagne color, and it can be used wet and dry for the skin, the eyes, and the body. It's absolutely beautiful. I opted for a nude lip with a peach pink undertone. This is a velvet matte lip pencil, and I applied it all over the lip. And for a bit more shine, I'm going to be adding a lip gloss in a similar color all over the lip. And this is a completed look. Thank you so much for watching. I'm wishing you one of the best holiday seasons ever, and even happier new year. Thank you again, and until next year with many more new looks, I will hope to see you then. Thanks again. Bye.